Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these. He's gone for it! And he's done it! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Kira. Plays it out to the wing. Cut out in the nick of time. He's got options out wide. Massive leap! Good delivery, no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
There will be a throw-in. He's in space and looking for options. Monaco have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Chooses to go back. Turns and goes back. That's a brilliant interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the counter is on. He's pinged one through here. Striding forward, facing goal. Out to the right. And the ball is out of play.
Monaco have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Pogba. And he's there to cut it out.
Monaco have been pretty good down that left side, you know. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
And it's Ward-Prowse. Right through the middle. It's a fabulous position. Hits one! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Pogba really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Goes for goal! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ward-Prowse tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
West Ham are leading with half-time drawing close. Got it back as soon as they gave it away. Towering header! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
The message is clear. None shall pass. And it's Ward-Prowse. Gets on the... has a hit! And the follow-up. And more, and more, and more. And the lead is extended still further.
West Ham are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
There's the whistle for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnover.
And the shot! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
It's become a case of men against boys.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Against the crossbar! He's put his foot right through that one. Gets the better of his man.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And now the breakaway. Dyer cuts it out. Just brushed off the ball there.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Shot has a pop! Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
No way through there. Lucas Paqueta. Played out to the right. And he's cut it out. Oh, that's a waste. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, that's where he wants it.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Breaks on here. Lucas Paqueta. He gets past his man, and they've been caught out here. Kehrer drives it forward.
Kehrer just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He's made sure that that won't get through. Tries lifting it over. Hits one! It's a goal! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. They're still trying to make a game of this. Hoists it forward. It's come loose. Decent looking ball. Battles to win it back. And help's available out wide. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. Ben Yedder. Nicely measured pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Dyer. And it's Pogba. Pogba. Gets it back. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Forward it goes. Looking to break out here. Going through. Swung over into the middle. And that will be the final act. West Ham, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is quite a scene here in the Monumental, just as you would expect it. Goes for goal! Oh, my word, that is fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Locatelli. Thuram Ulian goes looking. Well, that had to be more accurate. Emerson. Plays it out to the wing. Greenwood. And a header! In for the follow-up! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Oh, it's a very good effort. There wasn't much wrong with that at all. We're talking fine margins now.
Ball's gone out of play. That's surely a foul, free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Needed a better pass there. Chip through. Oh, good interception.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires...
Has a hit! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So that's two now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Greenwood. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. He's made sure that that won't get through. And here's Aubameyang. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Looking to change the direction of the game here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Greenwood! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Cuts it out. Pavard. Now short, and the finish! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. And it's Højbjerg. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Want to throw in. Aubameyang. Well played, he saw that coming. And it's Aubameyang. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Greenwood. Oh, they could break here. 2 minutes to be added on. He's left his man. Gets on the end of it. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to further improve their position of comfort. He was just never going to miss.
And it only took a little drop of the shoulder to send the keeper completely the wrong way. Didn't he take it well?
And it's half-time here. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. There's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so.
Real chance! In it goes! And again, they pile on the misery. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. We're with you at the St. Jakob Park here in Basel, certainly one of the most aesthetically pleasing stadia in Europe. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all. He's gone for it! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gets up to head it! Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Lo Celso. Lo Celso. And he's cut it out.
Porto have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Still goalless. Receives it from behind. It's a goal kick. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's in! Chance to break. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's come loose. It's got through and... Good ball. Antonio. Going through. Lo Celso. Out to the right. Lo Celso. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Goes long. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Has a pop! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, real danger, goes for goal! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Start of the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. He's still going. Where to next? Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Lo Celso. Antonio. Bednarek. That's not going to make it. Now a chance to break. And it's played forward. He's got through. Going for goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
That's been levered clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Now the counter. He's left his man. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Well positioned to make that interception. And here's the chance to counter. Thiago Silva. And it's played forward. Antonio. And help's available out wide. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. This could fall anywhere, and a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Luke de Jong. Ball's loose, who's getting there? That's offside, yes it is.
Porto merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Bartra. Isco.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And the counter is on. He's had a goal! Same again, same outcome. He's made sure that that won't get through. Dinks one in. Played into space out wide. Room for a shot. Chance! Sticks it away! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal. Jim, your thoughts?
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself...
Header! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Gets it, and now what? They need to get it in quick. All hands on deck for this one. Strong punch. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Towering header! And that's that. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its... Has a hit! And he heaves it forward. Played into the middle. Skriniar is there, and he can get that clear. Tosun. Fred. Good idea, just poorly executed. Chance to break. It's got through to him. Trout shoots! And it's a goal!
And looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Fenerbahce trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Now the counter. He gets past his man. And a shot! This could fall... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Played out to the right. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Looking to break out here.
Fred. Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
He's gone for it! Oh, terrible pass. Forward it goes. Let down by a lack of accuracy. He's pinged one through here. Going for goal! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Nearly half an hour gone here. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Fred. Plays it out to the flank. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. How about a shot? He's had a go! Very tense. That's the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's played forward. He's in, surely! Goes for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's been taken straight back. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. He's found his man. It's one! They've done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too.
Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! A goal at a really telling moment. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Fenerbahce get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
There's the whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Stuttgart head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely measured pass. Has a pop! He scored! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Stuttgart take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
And he's cut it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. That's a promising ball. And here's the chance to counter. Going through. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Tosun. Tosun has been caught there. It's a foul. Steered in. Hoists it forward. And now the breakaway. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's surely a foul. Free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Ederson gets it upfield. He could be in here. He's in space and looking for options. And he's there to cut it out. Oh, real danger here. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. A heavy challenge. No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. He spotted the run and played him through. He's got away. Tries a shot! Should have put that one away.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well played, he saw that coming. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
Fenerbahce are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. Fenerbahce have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure.
Face to face with the keeper. Official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Plays it back. Big chance! And that is that. Stuttgart win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. And after all of that, Jim, what do you think? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has... Goes for goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Pasalic. Perisic concedes a free kick for that. Perisic. Modric. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone for goal! Oh, good stop, it had to be! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, shooting chance! Goalkeeper's ball. Cuts it out. Pasalic. That's sprayed out wide. Modric. And it's Pasalic. Perisic. Perisic delivers. Perisic clouts it too hard. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Chance! Modric. Pasalic. Hit long and direct. Turns and goes back. Hoists it forward. Schick pushes to get on the end of it. Ball's come loose and the chase is on. Well, they can break here. Hoists it high. Delightful ball. And the finish! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Bayer Leverkusen draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
It's got through. Pasalic. Perisic.
Bayer Leverkusen really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the ball around the midfield. They lack the sharpness and urgency.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Knocks it away. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Schick, and now the breakaway. Schick! Livakov. Oh, that is asking for trouble. So who's he picking out? Deep cross. Pasalic. Forward it goes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Could move up a gear here. Schick. Tries to get it forward quickly. Pasalic. And we hit half-time. And there we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. But there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Bayer Leverkusen clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Bayer Leverkusen come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And we're already back underway here.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Gorgeous control there. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. He's found his man, real chance! Oh, terrible pass. It's Schick! He has done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Croatia keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Plays it out to the wing. Goes for goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Modric. Perisic. Pasalic. No way through there. And it's Pasalic. He's made sure that won't get through. And it's played forward. He gets past his man. Shoots! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Modric. Pasalic. And the counter is on. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He's had that put on a plate. He's gone for it. Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
And he's there to cut it out. Modric. Played out to the right. He's got options out wide. He's left his man. Schick! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Bayer Leverkusen just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its... Goes for goal! That's a half-decent try.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right.
And the finish! He scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
England trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Hoists it forward. Danger averted for now. Come back to the keeper. Rodri. Manchester have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been fast and inventive, and this is a fine example of early intent. They've begun as they mean to go on, and another goal is on the cards.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. Looks to set one up. Knocks it away. Oh, has a hit! He scored! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Oh, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Manchester grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Kane. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Gets up to head it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cuts it out. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's gone for it! It's broken loose. Plays it back. Oh, shooting chance! And the counter is on. Nicely measured pass. Breaks on here. Going through. He's looking to... And the shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Pickford did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Plays it in. Cleared away. Hits one! That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Got a sight of goal here. Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. Ake plays it forward. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Rodri tries a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that. that's off target.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
Cut out in the nick of time. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Kane. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
He's had a shot! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Manchester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Back into the middle. And here's the chance to counter. Rice. Ake does well there, alert. Oh, some tackle that. Ruben Diaz. Ake. And it's played forward. Gonzalez. A buccaneering run from the defender. That's it! And that has flown over.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
England get it back again. And they win it back again. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Floats one over. Not offside that time.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
You can get that clear.
Manchester really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
Has a pop! That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He's gone out for a throw-in. Ruben Diaz. And it's been taken straight back. Questions were up. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Gonzalez. Well positioned to make that interception. Shoots! And again, they pile on the misery.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
It's become a case of men against boys. Now a chance to break. Tries to get it forward quickly. hoists it forward. A heavy challenge. Tries to get it clear.
That's a hit! Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Rice can get it clear. He's got options out wide. Kane.
Big chance! In for the pieces! Oh, taken with style!
Donnarumma reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else...
Has a pop!
No, it's wide.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, real danger here. And here's Kane. A real chance if he can get through. That's not going to make it. It's come through. Up towards the front line. Well, that's where he wants it. This could spell danger. Ruben Dias plays it forward. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
We have already started here.
Memphis Depay gets on the end of it. De Bruyne plays it out to the flank. Now it's Lukaku. Sambo Anguissa.
A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough.
And here's Lukaku.
Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that.
McTominay spreads it towards the left.
Beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Lukaku puts it back. Sambo Anguissa.
A chance! Can he deliver? De Bruyne.
And it's Memphis Depay.
And the counter is on.
Gets it back. The Netherlands
disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Lukaku.
He's gone for it! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Great leap! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Sambo Anguissa.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Massive leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
The Netherlands can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Xavi. And here's Depay.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Pinged one through here. It's a brilliant interception.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Just brushed off the ball there.
Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. Timely intervention. Plays it back. Memphis Depay. Xavi. It's got real chance! It's anyone's ball. Hoists it high. Out to the left it goes. We've reached half-time.
So the other team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Already up and running for the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Sambo Anguissa. And it's Lukaku. Played out to the right. Cut out in the nick of time. Xavi. Memphis Depay. Sambo Anguissa. And here's Lukaku. And he's straight offside. McTominay, and it's Lukaku. He's through the middle. Well, they can break here. Hits one! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Knocks it away. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Now it's Memphis Depay. Now it's Memphis Depay. Hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And now the breakaway. Xavi. Look at the defender bombing forward. Lukaku finds himself offside.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Needed a better pass there. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Forward it goes.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Memphis Depay, dashing forward at pace. Memphis Depay Has a hit! In for the pieces! Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And the shot!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And he has been fouled there. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Lukaku is being picked on here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Here's a corner, good chance. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that is lovely footwork.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's been won straight back.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Defenders on the back foot. No foul, says the referee.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose! Ake gets it into the middle.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
This is gone, that's a foul. The Netherlands have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Opposite number. Little doubt, that is a foul. Lukaku. Here's the chance to cross. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Battles to win it back. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Spinazzola. So that's it. It is all over. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw.
And that gets things running. Terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And the defence can get it clear. Memphis Depay tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to clip it forward. De Ligt. Memphis Depay. And it's Memphis Depay. And here's shot at goal! Attempts, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. You had a lot of people worried then.
Sambo Anguissa. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Memphis Depay. Sambo Anguissa. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. De Bruyne. Surely a shot. Lukaku. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. He's pinged one through here. Going through. Shoots! Goal! The Netherlands! You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cuts it out. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Lukaku.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah,
Memphis Depay has got himself a free kick. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Over to the left. He's played him through. He's off on a marauding run. Incoming cross. Sambo Anguissa. And help's available out wide. The Netherlands ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. It's Lukaku! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Xavi. And it's Memphis Depay. That's a good ball to find him. He's had a go! Here's Depay. Xavi. The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking to force his way through. Xavi. And here's Lukaku. A heavy challenge. Oh, he's caught him in or out. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He gets the ticking off and needs... And the finish! It's missed, but by that far...
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Timely intervention. And it's played forward. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
Already up and running for the second half.
So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Now it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. And here's Depay. Xavi. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Defenders on the back foot. Sambo Anguissa. Oh, good take in a good area.
Lukaku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance! This could fall. That could stop. Another chance! In it goes! The second half sparks straight into life. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Whipped in. Has a goal! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Goes for goal! It's broken loose!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Hits one! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Plays it out to the wing. Forward it goes. And a header! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Gets up to head it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
McTominay did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting. Oh, it's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Back into the middle. That intervention was very necessary. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well read, he sorted that out. And here's Lukaku. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Xavi. And it's Memphis Depay. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Just brushed off the ball there.
He gets past his man. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Van Dijk tries to get it forward quickly. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good interception. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's made sure that that won't get through. He's got away. He's gone for it! Yes! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So now the difference is 3. And the shot! It's anyone's ball. And the weighted pass. Ake does. And time is up. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.